Brown spoke to reporters in Las Vegas yesterday. His first comments since he blasted USA Basketball for replacing Kawhi Leonard with Celtics teammate Derek White instead of with him. Jalen said he immediately called Derek White to make it clear this was nothing personal directed at him. Jalen said he and Derek White are good. But Jalen Brown doubled down on saying Nike played a key role in keeping him off the Olympic team. I sure do, Jalen said. It'll be more stuff to come with that. As for now, I'm not going to comment on it. Paul, do you like the way Jalen Brown is handling this?
Yeah, Jalen has been the victim of a lot of politics in his NBA tenure, I'm telling you. I mean, for a guy to not make the Olympics, one, a guy not to make All-NBA, like All-NBA 64-win team. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what's the deal with, is there some people in the higher-ups that just don't like him? I mean, because to me, I've been around Jalen. He's not a bad guy. He doesn't get in any trouble. Well-educated. I mean, what is it about this guy that's really not to like? Because he said a couple things about his political beliefs and Nike and some of these other things and what he believes in. I don't know, but I like the way he's handling it, and hopefully he can continue to use these things as motivation because it really doesn't make sense. He's probably a top 15 player in this league. I mean, I could argue some of the guys he could replace. I mean, obviously he's arguably the first or second best player on the Celtics. And then you go and choose Derek White, which I know he has no problems with. I think he's probably taking it a little better that it's Derek and not somebody else.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd rather it be my teammate than somebody else. So I'm going to be like, really? I'm probably really be a little pissed off because whoever they had picked, I bet he wouldn't have called them. You know what I'm saying? But since it was Derek White, he called him like, no, I'm glad you made it and didn't somebody else made it who I would have really been disappointed in even more. So I like the way Jalen's going about his business. He's enjoying his championship. I heard he got a new duck boat. He's going to be fine. He's going to continue to use this for motivation, as we expect, and move on with his life. Would I like to see him on an Olympic team? Of course. I mean, that just would have been kind of like not only icing on the cake, but that the championship was icing on the cake, but that would have been not like that cherry on top, just getting to the Olympics and winning gold for him.
He wouldn't have called, and he probably would have called somebody else. You know why?
No.
Here's why, though, because it's not about any of the players. It ain't got nothing to do with whether or not they was going to take Draymond Green or they was going to take De'Aaron Fox or whoever. It has nothing to do with that. He's clearly stating that. When he said what he said, whatever day it was, a week or so ago, Skip, first thing I said is, this is about Nike.
You
period.
Did. You said it.
End the discussion.
Yep.
And he has doubled down on it since then.
He did.
Because it's clear to see when you got a roster of players wearing one shoe.
Wait, so they wasn't feeling Kawhi's New Balances, so they was like they had to pivot.
No, that wasn't it. No.
Because Kawhi a New Balance guy.
Yeah, but Steph Curry's a different shoe guy, and I forgot who else it was. A couple guys on there that are different shoe guys. It's only like 3 guys that don't wear Nike. Yep. But also, when you go back and you think about what he said about the ethics of Nike and how they treated the Kawhi situation, Kyrie situation,
right?
And he spoke up on it about their ethics, and they're talking about ethics at this point in time. And then you got Phil Knight, the CEO, the founder, the big dog, saying what he said about Kyrie stepping over the line and going too far. And then Jalen's taking it and said, man, I'm not afraid of y'all. Now he came back here on July 11th and said the same thing. I'm not afraid of y'all. Just because you got the power and the muscle doesn't spook me. This is coming from him, not from me. So it already told me right then and there, this is a Nike issue that they decided that, and this is why he's saying some more coming down the pipeline later on. You'll see, just sit tight. That all of a sudden, he's taking on a shoe giant all by himself.
He is.
Okay? Because he doesn't have to wear their shoes. They don't own the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics is giving him $300-something million. Not the NBA and not Nike. So he's free to say whatever he wants to and believe whatever he believes, and I'm with him 100%.
And he did cover up his logo, right? The Nike
On
logo
his shoes.
On his shoes.
And on his shoes.
Yeah.
So when you look at it, you think about, okay, if he's wearing a different shoe over there, and now all of a sudden in the Olympics, the Nike swoosh is on the Olympic jersey, and he decides he's going to Michael Jordan it.
He would.
That, they ain't getting no free advertisement out of him in the Olympics. So they probably, in their mind, on top of what he said about Kyrie, saying, well, he ain't going to endorse us. He's the one guy in the wild card of all this. Man, we probably don't want to send him over there. Even though every single year, the Celtics Nike swoosh is still on the jersey, but that's the team versus the Olympic team.
Yeah.
So there's two different things that you
So
look at.
why isn't Ja Morant over there? Why isn't Zion Williams over there? Like, these is two big Nike guys.
Yeah, but
have you thought about that? Ja has a shoe.
But Ja been hurt, though, too.
Man, Ja has a shoe.
And Zion.
But I just read Ja has restarted activity. He's back.
I understand that, but
What
is he
about
ready to
Zion?
play?
Zion.
Are they ready to play, though?
Yeah, that's true.
They just came off injury.
Yeah.
There's a difference. Think about it. Skip knows this. He's saying it's Nike. We're not making it up.
Right. No, I know.
This is Jalen said it's Nike.
So are you convinced right now Jaylen Brown is a victim of Nike? Is that fair to say?
As far as Olympics go?
Yes.
1,000%.
1,000%.
Since day one, when he first issued it, first thing I said, this is a shoe thing.
Okay, so there's an old cliche, you can't fight City Hall and you can't fight Nike because you're going to lose that one because they're just too powerful.
But, Coach,
Yeah.
what is he losing?
We
The
just lost.
opportunity
Yep.
to play in the Olympics?
He did.
That's what he's losing, the opportunity to play in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Ask him how he feels really about that. That's what we really need to know. How do you really feel about it? Is you playing in the Olympics more important than what you truly stand on and your values?
No.
Okay, because clearly what he stands on and his values is more important than playing in the Olympics and bowing down to a shoe company.
Okay. So reportedly, Jaylen Brown is still in the running to replace Kevin Durant if in fact Kevin can't go. And we keep going another day and another day and another day.
I wonder if he would actually go.
Okay, well, that's the next question. If he's going to stand on his principles, he would say, thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah.
Right? Okay?
I'm a betting man that he would stand on his principles. I'm a betting man that he would. I'm a betting man that he would. That's just me.
I would bet also that
I'm
he
betting that he would.
Like, he wouldn't go.
That he would not go because that's what he's made of.
Yeah.
And that quality is what makes him a great basketball player because Keyshawn always talks about his edge.
Right.
However you want to define it, that dog in him, I always tell you guys, when I'm betting against Boston, he's the guy who scares me because he's got something inside him. Whatever that basketball backbone is, that
But he
grit.
ain't never say he wouldn't play.
Yeah.
Okay, but
He ain't say, there's no chance I'm going.
But check
Like,
this
what do
out,
you mean
though.
standing on what? Because
But-
if they invite him now, because if they had invited him instead of White, he would have went.
I don't know
Derek
that.
White.
I don't know that.
Why not?
I don't, because
What has he said to say that I don't care for USA basketball?
Well, he's saying
His
that
beef,
there's no way they're
is
gonna
not.
invite him.
His beef is not with USA, which I understand that Nike is a big part of USA basketball.
no, his
but
beef is not with USA basketball. His beef is
it's
with
with Nike. That's what I'm saying. His
that-
beef is with Nike, but Nike is a big part of what USA basketball
It seems
does.
as though, based on things that he's saying, that USA basketball is being controlled by Nike. That's what he's
Okay.
saying.
So if that's the case, Kevin Durant can't go. He gets the invite. Y'all are saying right now that he wouldn't go. He'll stand on what? What is he standing on saying what?
The fact that he believes whatever it is about Nike, and he said more to come. I don't know exactly what it is, but whatever his beef is with Nike, he's gonna stick by that and not bow down to them and accept the invitation. That's what I think.
But you just said USA basketball is one
But
thing.
it's not USA basketball he has a gripe with.
Yeah.
So Paul, it's Nike who
That's what I'm
controls
saying.
USA basketball.
Okay.
They're controlling it. Think about what he said on July 10th. He said, Nike, we doing this? And then on the July 11th,
This what we doing?
this is what we doing. Then on July 11th, he comes back around and says, well, I'm not afraid of y'all. I don't give a damn what resources you got. Who we talking to? He ain't talking to USA basketball. He's talking to Nike. Because they got a lot of resources. But again, they can't bother him at the Celtics. So it doesn't matter to
Right.
him.
Right.
The only thing he would be missing out is an opportunity to go play for a gold medal. But his principles on whatever it is that he stands on is more valuable to him than bowing down to a shoe company just to play in the Olympics.